Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you'd like to see how I achieved this look, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm first starting off with my locks. I have been regrowing my locks for about a year now, and I'm just doing a simple retouch, I guess you can call it, before I go ahead and actually style this wig. So yes, under that nice wig that you see in the back there are some locks. So I first started off by retwisting. I do a little method called locksmithing at the middle of my lock, because I just want to do a simple kind of like twist. I'm not doing a full out retwist where I'm palm rolling and all of that. This is just a simple locksmithing retwist, just so that it's flat underneath my wig. So what you'll see me right now doing is parting off some sections, and I don't actually use a comb to part my locks because I don't like the thought of taking hair out of where it naturally wants to go to actually put it into another lock. I feel like I want my locks to just do what they want to do and grow where they want to grow. So I don't use a comb to retwist. I just simply put a little bit of oil and just twist it the way it wants to twist. I don't use a lot of products or anything extra. I simply just use water and oil on my locks. It makes it so easy, especially when it comes to like product. I don't get any buildup, so it's a really smooth process for me. I did speed up this video just so we can, get this done a bit quickly, because we do have a lot to do. So you'll see me just finishing up. Also, if y'all would like a video of me doing a full retwist, just let me know down in the comments. That could be my next video that I make for y'all. When I'm ready to do another retwist, I could record that. Just let me know down in the comments if you want to see. Ooh, finally. Well, still got a long way to go, but that retwist gets me every time. Always hurts my neck. But yeah, so getting back into it, I'm actually just gonna keep on going into styling it for the wig. So the way that I'm actually gonna be styling it here is I'm gonna be doing under braids. It's been so long since I've done an under braid, y'all, so please just bear with me. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out right now how I'm gonna do this. So from what I remember with under braids, I do know that instead of braiding over each other, you kind of just have to take each side and work your way under. I'm sitting here trying to like refresh my memory while I'm going. I should have practiced this before the day, but it is what it is, and we here now, so we will make it work. Y'all are gonna see me mess up quite a few times with getting these under braids, but just don't even hold me to it. I don't even know, and I've never even done an under braid with locks, so yeah, add on to the stress, why don't you? So here we go. Also, y'all, don't come for me too hard in the comments about my sideburns. I know how crazy they look at this point, but you know what? It is what it is. It's the way I was made, I guess. I did get them taken care of after, styling my hair and all that stuff. But it can get real crazy, as y'all can see, with my sideburns. And like I said, I have been embracing, going natural. And so I really have just embrace my body and the way that it wants to truly be. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of these braids, and I'll show you what the back looks like as we go as well. I'm not braiding it all the way to the ends because I don't necessarily want the braid to be so super thick at the end. I am gonna do a fold over kind of method underneath the wig, so I don't need to braid it all the way to the end. I literally like stop halfway and then I'll put a rubber band on it, but I'll let you guys finish watching. Y'all, it is the very next day. I almost forgot to record. I'm so sorry, y'all. I couldn't show y'all how I do my bald cap method, but I can try my best to explain it. So for my bald cap method, all I do is I sew the back on just with some needle and thread, and I use the black Gots to Be gel, and I put that over the perimeter of my hairline so that way the cap will stay in the front laid down as well. Everybody does their method very differently, but this is the method that seems to work the best for me. So I just go around the hairline with the Gots to Be gel, and then I use a blow dryer to set that in place. Once that's set in place, I go ahead and cut off the excess cap so as to remove it. And sometimes, because I'm a little extra, I go in with a little bit more of the black Gots to Be gel, and I'll further melt that cap in so that way you can't see those extra lines that's sitting up in the front there. But that's when you're doing too much. But this time I just chose to go ahead and lay it down using the boldhold active. the one in the pink container. And with this stuff, you got to be very careful. I only put 2 layers on before I laid my wig because those 2 layers, they go a long way. You got to be real careful with this stuff. And when you're using it, you have to be sure to make it as flat as possible. You don't want to leave any lumps or bumps. And y'all, for the sake of time, I went ahead and just put my wig and laid it down. I did add 2 additional layers of that boldhold active and waited until each layer was completely clear, dry, before laying that wig down. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to lay that wig down with any of the white still remaining from that boldhold active. It will mess up your lace and you're gonna have to start all the way over from the very beginning. Trust me, I've learned. But I went ahead and laid down 2 additional layers of that glue, and I also pressed the other 3 tabs down of this wig. I'm pressing the last 2 down on camera with y'all so y'all can see how I do that. Y'all, I did not even realize it, but my camera died while I was recording doing the other 3 tabs, and I didn't even recognize it. So if you would like a more detailed video on how I actually pressed it into this lace, please leave that in the comments as well, and I'll be sure to make a real detailed video on how I lay this wig down. But for the sake of time, we're just going to try to get through this as quick as possible. But I did go ahead and set my wig, and because I don't have a dryer where I'm currently at, I do have to just use this handheld dryer. But I normally would sit under the dryer. I prefer to sit under a dryer and let it dry because that direct heat doesn't work every single time. All right, y'all, so now I am almost done. I went ahead and took out the clip that was holding up the hair, and now is the time where I go over any parts that may have gotten over bleached with my mascara brush. A lot of people choose to use so many different things. I've even seen someone use a magic marker to go over their part, like how I'm doing it. But this is the method that works best for me. I've seen so many other things, but I bought a mascara wand just for this specific reason. I really be doing too much. You don't need to apply that much, but I went ahead and used the Got2b spray to secure that in place, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go over that with my hot comb on full heat just to lock it in. And I try not to touch it directly because it will run into the lace if you do, so it's best to just give it time to dry. And as I watch this video with y'all, I'm looking at how flat this install is. I'm like, this is amazing, y'all. This is the first time that I've done a wig on my hair since, becoming a locked natural. I have not done a wig in so long. So just seeing this, it's awesome. It is so flat, and you cannot even tell. You can't tell. In my spray bottle, y'all, I have a mixture of water and setting lotion. I like to use the Lotta Body setting lotion. And I'm just gonna go in and brush that through. Y'all, I went ahead and took off that elastic band. Off camera, I went ahead and removed both ear tabs, and I also used my Real Techniques brush with my powder foundation to color my wig as well, and then I sealed it with some Gots2b spray and blow dried that in place. That's optional. You can choose to use that, or you can use the tinted mousse. However you prefer to color your lace is up to you. But I just use my Real Techniques brush and my foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off that excess cap. Be careful not to cut yourself when doing this part too. It can be very easy to cut yourself, especially if you're not using the right scissors. So just be very careful. These scissors that I'm using, I literally just ordered from a manicure set off Amazon. So if you're looking for some good scissors, check Amazon manicure sets. They might have some good ones. And right here, I actually noticed that I may have cut into the glue a little bit, and so I was just trying to remove that glue with my tweezer to get it, get it out of the way, get the excess glue off my skin. There's so many ways that you can do this. Y'all, don't use the method that I chose. I would normally just use like a piece of paper towel to get that off. I don't know why I chose to use tweezers. Tweezers were not the best choice because you can pull your hair that way. But I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. I'm gonna keep on going for now. So to resolve that mistake right there, I am going in with a little bit more of the black Gots2b gel just to cover up that place where I pulled too much of the excess glue off. That's one way to kind of like clear that up. There's so many ways to fix what your mistakes are when you're putting your wig on. There's so many different ways to fix your mistakes. I have learned to be extremely creative throughout this process of laying my wigs, and the learning process never stops. So always find new ways to fix the issues that you made. And here is where you'll see me using my foundation brush to go ahead and fill in the spots that I missed earlier, or just cover up the additional lace that needs to be covered up after cutting it. And then I'm going to go in around the perimeter and fill in the spots that appear to be slightly bleached from when I bleached the knots. Now we gotta go in and separate those baby hairs. Yes, for some reason with a deep wave lace front wig, I swear I cannot not have baby hairs. Like, I got to put the baby hairs in here because it's not complete. The look isn't complete without some baby hairs. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this style up, y'all. Y'all, like I said, accidents happen and it's still a work in progress, but we are not gonna let this slow us down or stop the show. These baby hairs is gonna lay right on top of that little mistake right here, so we just gonna keep on rocking. You'll see it'll all come together. I'm not even about to trip about the small stuff. Alright y'all, so for these baby hairs, I am gonna be using Dots to Be gel in the black container again. Specifically because of what happened with that one spot. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay the baby hairs down because I want them to be flat for this install only because of that. But normally when I lay my baby hairs, I use mousse. I would actually prefer to use mousse at first just to set them in place and then, comb them out afterward. But for the sake of this style, I am going to go ahead and use the Gots to Be just for now. And that is a wrap, y'all. This concludes the video. I got so wrapped up in my conversation at the end of this video that I did not come back and show y'all the finished product. So what I did was I inserted a few pictures at the end of this video so that you can see the finished product. Y'all, thank you so much for clicking and watching this full video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more. Also, leave in the comments if you would like to see any additional videos or anything in detail. Let me know how y'all feeling about this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.